Into the Radius is a post-apocalyptic survival game for VR. I first got this game a couple months ago, and when I first got it, I died so many times. So I decided to make this video to see if I can give some of you guys some helpful tips and tricks that helped me to survive Into the Radius. Point number 1, don't be stupid. I know that sounds really obvious, but it's true. When you're in the Radius, you tend to do stupid stuff, especially when you first get the game, and that's probably the leading cause of death. In the category of not being stupid, we have stuff like saving your ammo, taking your shots carefully, making sure to be quiet and stealthy, taking care of the high priority targets first. For instance, if you're being swarmed, take out the enemies that are hardest to hit first, or the enemies that hit like a truck, and then take out the rest. Also, don't go for stuff that you're not ready for. If you just started the game, don't try and, beat the whole thing within an hour with a pistol. You're not going to, so don't try. Being careful with explosives too is kind of a big thing. The amount of times that I've killed myself with my own grenades or with a gas tank is embarrassing and not even funny at this point. So always be careful when you're messing around with explosives. If you do happen to take damage though, always heal up. When I first got the game, anytime I took any type of damage, I would be like, oh, I can't use my healing injector because I might need it later. No, stupid. If you need it now, use it now. Always make sure you're topped up. You can use the healing injections, you can use the shower in the train car, you can use healing artifacts, and if you're on easy mode, you can also use beds to heal, but always keep your health topped off. Another little helpful tidbit is also mind the tide. Always check the time before you go out. Don't be going on a 12-hour long mission when there's only 2 hours left on the clock, on the tide timer, because you're going to go out there thinking everything is safe and all is well. The tide's going to come in and it's going to throw you somewhere random, and you could very well be completely surrounded by powerful enemies. So it's best to always be back at base when the tide comes in. Point number 2, be prepared. Again, kind of sounds like an obvious one, but that's just one of the things you need to do. You need to be prepared. You need to develop a mental checklist of things that you pack before you go out. My checklist generally includes some type of food, a light source, probes, healing injections, a weapon, ammo, a detector, just general stuff that you're gonna need while you're out there, stuff that you don't want to go out without, like ammo. If you go out without ammo, you're probably gonna die. And part of being prepared is also keeping your guns clean. That is such a big thing, especially if you're in a harder difficulty. Keeping your guns clean is something that's massive. If you don't keep them clean, you go out into a combat situation, your gun starts jamming, that could be the death of you. One thing I've seen a lot of in other people's playthroughs, and sometimes it has gotten people killed, is their unorganized backpacks. Always keep your backpack organized and pack it the same way every time. You need to be able to know where the stuff is in your backpack without even being able to look at it. You need to know where everything is all the time. You need to be able to reach it when you need to. So you can't just throw stuff in there all the time and expect to grab what you want out of that jumbled mess. If you can't grab what you need out of your backpack, that could also be the death of you. If you need a healing injection and you're being shot at and you keep pulling out little bullets instead of your healing injection, you're not going to be able to heal and you're going to die. So always keep your backpack organized and your guns clean. Be prepared. Point number 3, get money and level up fast. This is such an important thing because leveling up grants you new weapons, armor, better ammo, and most importantly probably is suppressors. Armor and suppressors are two things that will change the way you play the game. I mean, it is completely world changing. Get a suppressor as soon as you can because they are so incredibly important. Like the posters say, stay quiet, stay alive. Stealth is key. It's way easier to take on one enemy at a time than if they're completely swarming you every single time. So as soon as you can, put a suppressor on every gun you're taking out. In addition to suppressors, you also have armor, which of course acts like armor. It makes you take less damage. That is something that's also life-changing. Get that as soon as you can. Getting good guns too is a big thing. Once you start leveling up, you need to start looking for a new gun. Start trying out different ones in the shooting range. Find one you like. Buy it, build it up. Put all your attachments on it, make it a beautiful piece of machinery. And that is your gun. That is your go-to gun that you will take out every single time you go out into the radius. And maybe buy a second one, because if you die with the first one, have to retrieve the first one, then you got a second one to take out to retrieve it. The way you level up is by doing top priority missions, and doing these top priority missions also give you a whole bunch of cash, which is needed to buy more guns and to buy more ammo. Money is one of the most important things in the radius, because if you don't have money, you can't fix your stuff, can't buy more grenades, or healing injections, or ammo, or guns, or really anything. You need money. So do missions, get money, level up. It'll make the game so much easier. So that's just kind of my 3 tips on things that you can start to do to improve your Into the Radius experience. If you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you didn't, leave a comment. Tell me why you didn't like it. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, and if you don't like and subscribe, your house will implode. Bye!